Hello yogis, my name is Debbie Lash and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already and remember to click the bell and it will alert you every time a new class drops. Today's practice, 30 minutes. We're going to have a little focus on shifting our energy by coming into a headstand, but if headstands are not part of your practice or you don't feel confident, then you can be in dolphin pose or you can lie on your back and put your legs straight up in the air. And that way you're getting all the benefits of being in an inversion without taking the full expression of a headstand. Shall we get started? Come and sit on your knees in Vinyasa. And I invite you to lovingly close your eyes down towards yourself, taking this moment to check in. Take a moment to honor yourself for showing up today, for carving out the time to be here. And know that you are exactly where you're meant to be for the next 30 minutes. How are your energy levels? Remember, you can always modify the practice, skip vinyasas and take child's pose. It's more about cultivating awareness to witness where you are at and try not to push too much and just stay with the breath and let the breath be the guide of the practice. Take an inhale through the nose and open the mouth, sigh it out. And just getting out of the thinking mind, coming in through the crown of the head, inhaling for 5 counts down the spine, inhale. And exhale into the bowl of the pelvis. Notice if you're hinging forward, shift your shoulders back over the hips, and just drawing the belly in and back slightly. And again, through the crown, inhaling for 5. And exhaling for 5 into the bowl of the pelvis, down through the legs, the tops of the feet. And 2 more just like this, inhaling down, down, down. Even exhale through the bum, the groin, the legs and the feet. Last round here, inhaling down, down, down. Conscious breathing, exhaling into the bowl of the pelvis, the bum, the legs, the groin and the feet. From the bowl of the pelvis, inhaling up, up, up for 5. Lips closed, exhaling through the crown of the head for 5. And the sensation might feel that your shoulders are getting heavy as the head gets lighter. From the bowl of the pelvis, inhaling up. Lips closed, exhaling through the crown. Take 1 more round on your own. Bring the hands at prayer, bowing the chin to the heart, and just take this moment. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, maybe something that you would like to receive, or maybe the intention for something for the weekend or the week ahead. Call in what you need. Maybe you want some more happiness, some more joy, some more energy. And let's open with a silent Om. Deepest breath in. Inhale, gently open the eyes. Lift the gaze. Just come up onto the hands and knees. And from here, just take a few rounds of cat-cow, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, heart lengthens. And round the back for cat, exhale. Inhale, heart lengthens, a little gripping through the fingertips. You could even wag your tail. Exhale, round and round. Inhale, heart lengthens. Exhale, round. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart lengthens. Exhale, round. And then find a neutral spine. So it's not arched and it's not rounded. So press down through the right hand and inhale, lift the left arm up. Look up to the left thumb and then exhale, thread it under, and then we're going to lift it up again. We're just tapping into a little firing up of the abdominals. Exhale. 3 more, inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, round and round. Last 2, inhale. Thread the left hand through, exhale. Last one here, inhale. And then lower down all the way onto your left shoulder and the side of the head and pause here. Some of you are going to stay here and some of you are going to step the right foot out, and you might even be able to catch a big toe or the outside of the foot. The leg is straight ideally. And then some of you are going to tiptoe the right hand forward, inhale. And some of you, exhale, are going to take the right arm up and then turn the palm back and then reach for the left hip. And then everyone just press the hips back. So the sensation in the hips is a bit like downward facing dog. And just breathe here, inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 5. And if it's challenging to get your to get your head to the floor, get a blanket, or you could even slide a block underneath or a pillow if it's challenging, if you feel tight through the shoulders and the neck. And then lifting, if you've got this half bind going on, lift the right shoulder up and away from the floor. So you're lifting those right ribs all the way up, 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 up. You're spinning the left ribs to the right. And inhale, right arm up, bring it alongside the face. Step the foot back into the midline. And inhale, left arm up, lift up, look up. And exhale, hand on the floor. Pausing here. Other side, find a neutral spine, pressing through the left arm, right arm up, inhale, lift up, look up, thread it under, exhale. And then we fly it, inhale, lift. Exhale, thread it through. 3 more, inhale, connecting movement to breath, exhale. Last 2. Last one. Thread it all the way under, coming down onto the right side of the head. Option 1, stay here. If it's too much to step that left leg out, then don't do it. And you can step that left leg out, but maybe your hand is nowhere near the foot, and that is okay. Just reach through. But everybody sharpen. If you've got that left leg stepped out, you want the pinky toe to touch the floor, press through the outer heel. Some of you are going to reach, and this actually does feel really good in my body to reach the left arm forward, but I'm going to demonstrate the third option of taking the left arm up, rotating the palm back, and then reaching for the opposite hip or the opposite thigh, and inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 5. Even breathing, inhale. And maybe your inhalation isn't at 5, maybe it's at 3, or maybe it's at 4. It's all good. You just create even breathing in your body. 2 more cycles. Last one here. Top arm up, breathe in. Bring the left hand down, exhale. Step the left foot in, and then inhale, float the right arm up, lift up, look up. Exhale, both hands on the floor. From here, we're going to lower down onto the forearms. Clasp the hands together and step back into plank pose. Forearm plank, in fact. Just make sure your butt's not up. Lengthen the hips forward towards the bottom ribs. And if you look at your feet, they want to be hips distance. If it's too much, support yourself by dropping the knees onto the floor. Modify. Press through the outer wrist. And now you're just going to drop both heels over to the right. Keep the left forearm down. Press down through whatever is touching the floor. Lift the bottom hip up. And then lengthen your chest forward. Lift your kneecaps into the thighs. So the support of the legs helps the spine to lengthen. And one more cycle of breath. Press through the outer wrists. Inhale, high tippy toes. Drop both heels over to the left. Press through the right forearm and the outer wrist. Lengthen the chest forward. Lift the bottom hip up. And just breathing here. Even breathing. Samafriti. Notice it's actually pretty intense to breathe while the diaphragm is twisting. One more cycle of breath. And come back through center. Start to walk your feet up. And I want you to keep the shoulders behind the elbow. So this is a long dolphin pose. And it feels more like a down dog on your forearms. But this is opening the shoulders, building a lot of strength. 3 more cycles of breath. The head is off the floor. Some of us, the head feels very heavy. This is a very intense pose and it will be warming your body up. And 1 more cycle of breath, inhaling through the nose. Press the thighs back, exhaling here. Good. From here, come up one hand at a time to downward facing dog. Straighten the arms, press the thighs back, and you're lifting your biceps up as the triceps roll down. And inhale, lift the heels. Glide forward into plank. Drop the knees, press yourself back, exhale. Inhale, keep the shoulders, the ribs and the hips in line. Exhaling here. Good, inhale forward. Keep the shoulders, the hips, the ribs and the hips back. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Buttock to heel, exhale. And step walk or hop to the top. Half lift, inhale. Forward fold and bow, exhaling here. Just stay here in the forward fold. Bring the hands behind the head. Inhaling here. Go deeper, exhale. Press the elbow heads wide. Should feel like you're squeezing your shoulder blades into the spine. And I can really feel that. Bend the knees as much as you need to support your hamstrings and your lower back. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale. Draw the forehead towards the shins. Look all the way up. Put a little bend into the knees. Inhale, lift up halfway, Adha. And then exhale, lift all the way up. Keep the head into the hands, drop the head back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands at prayer. Beautiful. A variation of Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, both arms up. Forward fold and bow, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Drop the buttock to the heels, reach the hands forward, step back to plank. Shift the weight forward, inhale, lower down onto the forearms, exhale. Inhale, chest lengthens, drop the head, walk the feet up, exhale. Pausing here, shoulders are behind the elbows. Step 1 foot forward, shoulders are stacked, and now lift both heels up. Pressing down through the forearms and the outer wrists and the hands to lift the shoulder heads up and away from the floor. Lift the heels. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale, walking yourself back into forearm plank and lowering down onto the belly. Low cobra, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale. Oh, that feels delicious. Exhale, lower. 2 more just like this. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Make sure your elbows are hugging in and the elbow head pressing down. And tuck the toes, knees up or down. We'll keep the knees down for the first one. Press up. Oh, a little clicking in my elbows there. Up and back, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. Remember to modify if you feel tired today. Down dog always can turn to a child's pose. Pretty simple stuff. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Inhale, lift the heels. Glide forward into plank. Exhale, buttock to heel. Step, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. Bring the hands behind the head. 3 cycles of breath. Elbows wide. Just moving the breath through the cylinder of your torso. From the bottom of the hips, the breath is moving up through the mid-body, side body, lungs, shoulders to the collarbones. Exhaling, pressing the breath all the way back down. Last cycle here. Pressing down through the feet, bend the knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lift all the way up. Press the thighs forward, head back. Inhale, lift. Hands at prayer, exhale. One more round. Float the prayer, inhale. Uttanasana, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, drop the buttock to the heel as you reach your hands forward. Step or float back. Chaturanga, Ardha Chaturanga. Up dog. And come back to plank. Exhale here. Lower down onto the forearms. Inhale. Drop the head and walk the feet up. Another round of dolphin pose. Exhale. Step 1 foot forward. Shoulders stack over. Drop the head. Pressing the left heel down. Float the right leg straight back. One more cycle. Inhale. And right foot down, left leg up. Really pressing through the outer wrists. And feet together. Lifting up. Stepping the feet back. And then coming forward, lowering down. Low cobra. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And then a straight arm low cobra to an up dog. Some of you are going to press through the feet and then lift the knees off the floor. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, float the right leg straight back. Cupcake fingers. Standing splits. Walk your hands back to the left foot. Inhale. Some of you are going to bind, bringing the left hand behind the left ankle, maybe the left forearm behind the shin. Good. We're going to stand up into Garudasana, eagle pose. So standing on the left foot, inhaling, lifting up, crossing the right leg up and over. Some of you are going to bring the right toe to the floor. Arms out wide, hug the right hip back. Left arm over right. Inhale, lift the elbows. Round the back, exhale. Inhaling here, this is a compression pose. Sit deeper, exhale. Just embrace the wobbles. Don't worry if you're falling all over the place. This is a practice of a lifetime, so we can just get better at living our life off the mat. We just practice that by showing up. Release the hands to the floor. Float the right leg straight back. Step back into your downward three-legged down dog. Exhale. Step the feet together. Inhale, float the left leg straight back. Exhale, cupcake fingers. Walking the hands back. Beautiful work, yogis. Some of you are keeping 2 hands on the floor. Some of you are wrapping and binding. Inhale here and then draw. More awareness through the left foot. Point the toe. Ooh, maybe some of you can draw the forehead towards the shin. Good. Now standing up for Garudasana. Let the inhale lift you up. Cross the left leg up and over. Both arms straight out. Right arm over left. Inhale, elbows up as high as the chin ideally. Lift the pubic bone to the spine. Exhale, round and round. Staying here, harness the energy. Shift the weight into the heels. Lift the pubic bone to the spine. Sink deeper, exhale. Where's the gaze? To the thumb, the fingers, and then just soften. Let the breath be the voice of the practice. One more cycle. Inhale. Hands, fingertips to the floor. 3-legged down dog, walking yourself back. Good. Step the feet together. Roll forward into plank. Inhale. Lower down onto the forearms. Exhale. Good. Step the feet wide. Drop the heels to the right. This time we're going to lift up into that modified side plank. Inhale. Arm up and over. Press down to lift the bottom hip up. And one more cycle. Left arm up. And come back onto the forearms. Lift the heels. Inhale, lengthen the chest. I'm going to turn my back towards you, drop both heels to the left. Pressing through the left elbow, lift the right arm up and over, exhale. Top arm up, inhale. Forearm to the floor, exhale. And from here, drop the knees to the floor. Are we ready? If you're not comfortable with headstand in the middle of the room, just take yourself to the wall. Otherwise, there's another option, is that you can set yourself up for headstand, so clasp the fingers, tuck the bottom finger under, thumbs are up around the back of the head, and you can take this supported headstand, so you're getting all the benefits without taking the feet off the floor. So we're here, press down, otherwise lifting up. The legs are super strong here. Think about squeezing the inner thighs, the knees, the inner ankles, the glutes, hugging everything in. That's it, exhaling here. And this is a beautiful pose to shift your energy, change your perspective, and also to create space. So all the small and large intestines are moving in the opposite direction. So they're creating space from the bottom up. And soles of the feet together maybe. And inhaling here, exhaling here. Draw the knees together. And then when you're ready, come all the way down. Come into your child's pose. Forehead to the floor. I've got my knees together and just breathing deeply so the belly connects to the thighs. One more cycle of breath. And inhale, lifting yourself up. Nearly there, yogis. Exhaling here, standing up onto your knees. Exhaling, sliding your hands down, hugging the elbows in. Tuck your right toe under and dropping the right hand down, thumb on the outside, fingers on the inside, and lift the left arm up. Press the thighs forward, inhale here, and exhale here. Take 3 more cycles of breath. Last one, inhale, lift yourself up, and then untuck the right toe, tuck the left toe under, drop the hand down, inhale, right arm up, and up and over, exhale. Staying here. Even breathing. Samafriti. Keep pressing the thighs forward. Maybe some of you are going to drop the head back. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, dropping back down onto the heels. And from here, just drop your hips up and over to the right, pausing here, and left hand out, right hand up, inhale, spin the palm, and then exhale, up and over. Breathing down through the right upper arm, inhale down, down, down the right side of the body, exhale into the right hip. One more cycle of breath, inhale. And then just spinning all the way to the left, exhale. You might even just bring your hands onto the shins. Inhale, lift up. Maybe the left hand can come behind you, exhale. This is a variation of sage pose, inhale. Look a little deeper, exhale. And inhale, come back through center. Take the counter twist, little press up here. Beautiful. Come back up onto the knees, inhale. And if it's challenging to drop your hips so far down, you could put a blanket here or a pillow, and that's really helpful. So it just gives you a bit more height. Beautiful. Reach the right arm out. Inhale, left arm up, breathe in. And then up and over, exhale. Good. Breathing down through your left arm, inhale, down, 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 all the way down the side of the body. Exhale into the left hip. And it's hard to breathe. If you think of your lungs, your diaphragm sits at the bottom of the lungs like an umbrella. So when you twist, you're twisting that little umbrella. So it's really hard to breathe. But what that's doing is it's strengthening your respiratory system. One more cycle of breath. Inhale, down, down, down. And then we're going to rotate and spin to the right. Exhale. I'm going to reach my right hand back. Inhale. And look behind me. Exhale. Come back through center, inhale. And then coming all the way back down, lowering down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhaling here. Take your happy baby. If it's challenging to grab your feet, you can grab your ankles, hands on the back of the hamstrings, hugging the thighs down, feet are flexed, and then press the heels away. Just a gentle rocking side to side, feels delicious in the lower back body, just massaging the muscles on the side of the spine. And I always love to hear from you. It's inspiring for me to hear your feedback, if you enjoy the practice, if there's anything you'd like me to create content, any poses, and then open the legs into V shape. But just remember, 30 minutes is enough. Especially if we're short on time, 30 minutes of something is better than nothing at all. So well done for showing up. I hope you've made it this far. And when you're ready, come back through center. Drop your feet onto the floor, feet as wide as the mat, drop the knees in, and just a little side to side. Are you ready for Savasana? If your lower back is sensitive, just stay here with the knees bent, the feet wide and the knees dropping in. Otherwise, if you feel ready to extend the legs straight, the feet just naturally flop out. You extend your tailbone towards your heels, shoulders snuggle into the spine, palms facing up, and take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, lion's breath. And we let go of the practice by letting go of the breath, the conscious breath, and just return to normal, shallow breathing. And this is where you receive your practice, all the energy that you cultivated. This is where it resonates into every cell of your body. If you can afford a few more minutes to just stay in Savasana, I encourage you to do that. You deserve it. Your body will want it. And it's another form of self-care. Otherwise, we're going to make our way up to close out. Little subtle movement through fingers and toes. Drawing your beautiful knees into the chest, squeezing and hugging in, rolling to the side, and then pressing down to lift up. Coming back full circle. Just keeping this beautiful inward turn. Take a moment to stop before we start again. And just feeling the effects from your practice. And then just seal in all your magic that you cultivated by showing up. And bow your chin to the heart as you bow to yourself for being here, as you bow to the practice of yoga and all the benefits it brings us both on and, more importantly, off the mat. And I bow to you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Leave me some feedback. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.